Exactly.
Exactly. Oh,
Where did the
I'm
sound go?
hungry.
I love that.
I don't know.
That's so
Where's
cool.
I download the wrong? I think I downloaded the wrong video.
Oh,
There's no sound.
Is there supposed to be audio with it?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
it looks great though. It looks great.
Yeah, it's cute. The
Hi,
kid.
everybody. Hopefully y'all can hear me out
I'm
there.
hungry for cupcake.
Yeah, now I want a
I'm
cupcake.
telling you, the video was supposed to have sound to it, and so I think I uploaded the wrong one because I had one
I thought it was your
with
version
sound
of
and one
the
without sound.
candles that never blow out. You know, you gotta keep watching.
Oh. Those are funny.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Well, today
Happy
is
birthday,
Juno's
Juno.
party for
Happy
her upcoming
birthday.
birthday this
birthday.
week.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Juno.
saying to her.
We have the
I got my
wonderful
nails
Greg,
done just for today.
the lovely Linda,
We can see that.
the inspiring Dr. Ann, and the beautiful Heather that
Oh,
are
thank
already
you.
with us.
Cool.
If y'all are ready to come on, if there's anybody else out there, we still got space for a few more. So we'll just hang and I'll let y'all do your thing. Juno, I know you can't see chat, so I'm going to be going through and just putting everybody's messages up, and that way you can see them.
And thanks everybody for being here. I've never not one to ever have had birthday parties, and especially ones this special. So thank you so much. I got tears in my eyes that you guys do this for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta support my fellow Saggy. So,
But Juno,
up
you
to
look
the
like
Saggy.
you've lost a lot of weight.
Well, you know, I had to have my driver's license photo taken, Linda, and I had to fess up to my weight, so I had to go on a
I never
diet.
fess up. I've been going in there. They even give me a side eye when it says 120 pounds. And they never say, "Are you sure you weigh this much?" They never say that. But I always worried about being kidnapped, and they would put a picture of my fat face and they say, "Linda G,
Oh,
120 pounds." And
Yeah.
then somebody would say, "I thought I saw her, but that gal was too fat."
I was seriously thinking of you in your story when I was in line there, so you were with me. I
we're not
appreciate
fat. We're bountiful. Us women, we're
Oh
bountiful.
my goodness.
We're not fat.
Yeah, no,
lots
I
of us
love
to go
I love
out
your
to.
work that you do, Juno. It's really nice to be able to celebrate your day with you.
Yes.
I
Oh,
really
that means so
enjoy
much.
your
Thank you.
energy and your vibe you put out and messaging you give. I mean, I think you give a real
Mhm.
special angle to the community, which I really appreciate. And we all do. So happy
Oh, thank you.
birthday.
I'm so
Yeah.
grateful. Thank you.
And I can talk crystals with her because
Yeah.
we both love crystals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And your
So-
sphere. I love your sphere that you have on one of your for your avatar icon thing. It's really cool. I love it.
Chrysocolla. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got all kinds
So
of spheres around here.
cool. Cool. Awesome.
And Juno, I got a new labradorite
Oh, beautiful.
over the
Nice.
summer. I've been wanting to share that with you, so I'll
Very
have to have
nice.
you come on and we'll share our labs again.
Yeah, we need to do that.
How cool is that?
I'm open
Yeah.
for collabs, so let me
Yep.
know.
Woohoo!
And Juno, I'm only in Albuquerque, New Mexico, so one of these days I'll stop by down there. In
Yeah, and
Arizona,
I'm right out
stop
by
by.
10,
And
so I could walk to meet you.
Oh.
You can just get to the exit.
well,
Craig.
well, you don't have to go that far, but at least call Allie, and she's got all my contact information. She can get a hold of you.
Okay, you've got my email too, and Craig and I share we share a bond. I was married to a Native American. His name was Craig, and my Craig and Craig Dixon's birthdays are on the same day.
Wow.
That's
How
cool.
about that?
So he was a wife.
Yeah, my mom's. What? I didn't hear that.
I'm
Sorry.
just teasing.
He was the
Oh,
love of
my
my life,
goodness.
but
Oh, good.
Y'all
I'm
are
glad.
too much.
Yeah.
All right, let me do this real quick. Keep talking. I'm working backstage here.
Yeah.
This is Juno's show today, so
well, and
I'm
I've got that thing where I
I'm
was
just a
born,
handyman in the back.
Yeah,
and I was
Juno
born
and I
at
were talking back.
3:33, and on leap year it's at 3:33 on the 333rd day of the year, and I figured that out the year I turned 33.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty special.
Wow.
All threes.
Yeah,
Hi,
Juno.
Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Oh, wow. Hi,
Hi,
Sheila.
Hey.
Oh, that big green. I thought it was a chair.
No, I forgot to take my green screen away.
Oh, I love the big chair.
That's
There we go. I was doing something before I come
That
on.
color green is definitely your color, though. That shade. That's
awesome.
So yeah, but Juno and I were talking one day backstage, and because I used to live in Flagstaff for about 8 years, and we used to talk, saying that we may have even run into each other at the store that I worked at Crystal Magic. And she goes, "I may have been a customer, and we may have chatted and talked crystals." I said, "We could very well have." So
I love that store. You talking about the one in Sedona?
Well, that's the main store, and I worked at the sister store up in Flagstaff.
Okay.
But my boss was at the main store, and I would go down every now and then, and I get to pick through the flats that he would bring up from his stone and crystal, providers, and he'll be like, "What do you want for the store?" And I got to pick a couple times and do my department. And it was wonderful. I miss it. It's a great store to work for. A great boss, really. He really is.
Juno, since we're on, I might as well tell you, in Gallup, New Mexico, there's a place called Pino's. It's called Pino's, and what they sell is a bunch of intuitive type native plants and things like that, like sage and all the stuff that we Navajos use in ceremonies. Also, they have crystals there too. I mean, I got one about as big as my fist right here, and it's probably about $60. That's better than paying like $2,000 at some mineral store. So,
I know. Yeah,
So-
and that's in Gallup.
in Gallup, New Mexico, the place is called Pino's Indian Churros or something like that. But it's the only Pino's there. But after you call them, just have them send you just establish that link first, and then they can tell you everything they have.
Yeah, and I worked at the
wow.
Gem Show for like 6 or 7 years, so I've still got connections. When they come to town, I've got
Nice.
people who will shop for me. I give them my list because I can't go anymore. I can't handle anyway. It's all good. But anyway, so yeah, I appreciate you. It's always good to find another source for crystals. And in 2009, I drove across country and back home to visit my folks, and I stopped at Richardson's, which was that huge trading post. It's like the size of a city block. And I do.
It's right next door to that. It's right next door to that. Pino's. You'll see the side sticking out. It's been around since the 40s. It's a different owner now. And underneath it, it's haunted, actually. You hear noises and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But it adds to the ambiance. But
So was
going
the Flagstaff that I worked at, our store was haunted, and they were on two constantly and Dead Files. They investigated there.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
when I
Linda.
was
Hello,
with
everybody.
Mandy.
Sheila. Hiya. Happy birthday,
Craig,
Juno.
the food
Thank
in New
you.
Mexico is kind of hot. I visited a girlfriend in New Mexico, and I kept telling her, make it mild because I can't eat spicy. Even just a regular steak that you think they would just put on the grill was spicy.
Really? That's what
Never
we're
believe anybody who's from New Mexico. Oh, it's mild.
we love that. We love that.
Yep.
Because I went to California. Yeah, I went to California back in February, and I looked for decent chili, and I couldn't find it. It all tastes. Italian food was hotter. That was awful. It was like red stucco with no flavor. I
experienced the same in
I finally went down
Arizona,
to Olvera Street, and they had the real stuff there. But you have to ask for like hatch chili or something like that, or Colorado or Texas chili, and they know what you're talking about. They don't give you like the chili with beans like that Hormel canned stuff. Ugh, that's awful. Yeah.
I miss the Navajo.
I make a good
tacos.
chili, but if you want it hot, I know how to make it hot. I just can't eat it.
I had my grandmother Guinness chili recipe.
I want to cry. I want to.
Do you add sugar or brown sugar to your chili? No. Yeah, that's a Southern way.
Brown sugar is good.
Hey, Juno, I did a spread on you real quick in honor of your birthday.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And I want you to know that the theme for your year coming up is magic. So you'll be able to manifest a little quicker than normal.
Oh, wow.
So you you probably by the fall time, you'll really start noticing wonderful things taking place for you. And you have the high priestess, so you're definitely a light worker. The fall time is when things are happening. You've got the 10 of cups, which means, some delights coming up. I don't know who's around you, but it's good news, happy news. And the ace of cups, are you in a relationship?
No, just with spirit.
Well, this can even be the love of the people around you.
Yeah. And I'm good that way. I'm happy
love
on my own.
with you and you giving love. So, and you've got magic, girlfriend. And fall time, look at this. You got the fall card.
Oh, I love
and
that.
4 of Wands. So I would say maybe you're even going to kind of travel a little bit and meet with people but it's not a bad time, because it would have showed and I would have had to tell you. It's definitely a good time.
Awesome. Thank you. That's
Those
very
are nice.
encouraging. I've been working really hard with my channel and the things I'm working on, creating some classes to teach Jin Shin Jitsu and some other healing things and some psychic things. So, through this community and people like yourself and, everybody who's here and those who teach the classes and the practice groups, it has changed my life. I mean, I used to be really, really depressed for like 60 some years until I met all these wonderful people.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You just touched my heart so much. I never felt like anybody, like everything that I was going through, I was just crazy and.
But it's good to meet like-minded people.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And supportive, loving people that are interested in helping, beyond ourselves. It's just, I just have so much love for this community. And I don't know if you remember, Linda, I made you a big mandala that I sent you that was turquoise and black with the silver.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Last year.
Yeah.
I put a lot of love in every stitch for you. So
did I ever have you on the show, my show?
We never did get that connection going, but
we
I'm
need
open.
to get that connection going in honor of your birthday.
Oh, I'd be so
There
honored.
you go.
Can you do me a favor? Can you do you have my email?
I do.
Okay. Write me and put date for reading, and that way I can flag it, and I'll give you a date in December.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Linda. I'm so excited about that.
But you got to promise me you'll eat, because look how thin you're getting.
Hey, did these gloves, Linda will like this. Do these gloves make my butt look big?
I forgot to take my gloves out, Juno. I bought a matching pair of gloves. Sometimes we'll go on and that's all you see is 2 pairs of skeleton gloves. Because we do this every other Sunday, so we're always trying to do something a little different. Make it lively for everybody.
Well, I have cards too
for
for Juno.
Hi, Val.
Hi, Juno.
Who said what?
I gotta get going soon to make dinner, but I have cards for Juno too.
Okay, hang on, baby. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. There we go.
Okay, Heather.
Okay.
You're up.
Juno, honey, I pulled from my Witch Woman in Total Control of Herself deck, and I got Psyche, and that is so you. There's your ball, your crystal ball. You are holding your butterflies. You are in full transformation coming this year, my dear. Most definitely. Wow. I also pulled from the Shaman Stream, and I have Feast of Plenty. You are going to, the cards are just all positive. Your classes, your videos, your editing that you're doing, everything is coming together for you. Next year is going to be amazing. I got the Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine, and there you go. You tap. I'm sorry about the glare, my dear, with these cards, but
that's okay.
The Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine, that is what you embody. With your teaching, like the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, you are teaching, you are expanding people's you're expanding people's knowledge with your healing and with your readings, and also when you talk about the crystals and how beautiful that you're able to take that energy into your embroidery and your mandalas that you do. It's just it's like a web. Like I didn't get the web card in this, but it's like that big beautiful cosmic web that's all connected. And I do have in the middle though empty well, so make sure that you take time to replenish yourself. Make sure you get your rest, you hydrate, you keep your energy strong. And then I also have, this is one of my favorite cards, Deep Quiet, Meditation and Stillness. Ooh. And there's that beautiful, there's the third eye, and it's coming through your hands. To me, this represents your Jinjitsu energy healing that you're going to be doing. And so you're going to be teaching people how to be mindful, how to meditate, how to get grounded, how to heal. That's a beautiful thing. It's all a part of your sacred contract, my dear. And after that, the last card, benefactor. You're nothing but grace and generous. And it's all going to be shown back to you. And we are grateful to have you in our community, and we love you. So happy birthday, my dear. To my fellow Saggy.
Oh, thank you.
Have
You
a
know, I
lovely
didn't
day.
put, I got to get Kleenex. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Heather,
Oh,
You're gonna make her cry.
Heather, what's for dinner?
Yes.
I am making, well, chicken. I like to cook, it's skinless chicken tenderloins with, I like to sprinkle cinnamon on it. I fry that up in the pan, and then I have broccoli, and I put that together in a bowl, and I sprinkle shredded Italian cheese over it, and I melt it. So that's
That
going to
sounds
be
good.
our dinner with a little side of naan bread, warmed and buttered. So that's going to
Awesome,
be our dinner.
girlfriend.
Yes, I'm hungry.
Thank
But
you
we
for
should
that.
have
That
a
was
cupcake.
beautiful, Heather. Thank you so
you're
much.
Thank you,
welcome,
Heather.
Juno. So I have
I
to
just
go.
need to say I've got to go. I'm in
Yeah.
New Zealand. I'm a day ahead. I'm actually at my lunch
Oh.
break at the moment.
Oh,
But I
New
just want to
Zealand,
say,
beautiful.
well,
Middle
I'd
Earth.
love to connect with all of you at some point. So I go through Allie's channel and hang out with Shari and Peg, and some of you have maybe seen me in the background. But if you don't know
We
me,
know
my
ya.
name's Anne.
No, I
Okay,
didn't know
good.
who
Thank
you
God you
were.
know me.
And
Okay,
I
cool.
heard New
Nice to
Zealand
meet
is
you.
absolutely breathtaking.
It's amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Linda. People come here to actually see
Middle
nature
Earth.
and what
Yeah.
a community was like 50 years ago, because the towns are so small like that. Even Auckland, the
Yeah.
biggest city,
Yeah.
you still go down to your local butcher, or you go down to your local greengrocer. I mean, it's like, and you know
And
their
the
names.
most non-pretentious people. I worked with a couple of
Thank you.
nurses from New Zealand, and
Very
they
down to earth.
they weren't braggarts. They were, you know, I was over there trying to show them where you could meet the menses, and they were just like, whatever.
Dog.
Well, I'm a Kiwi, Ammer Kiwi. I've been here for 23 years, so I'm here now for the rest of my life, I think. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
wonderful.
how beautiful.
Yes, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be amongst all the beautiful, amazing people
Yes.
here, but most especially to celebrate you, Juno, and how amazing you are. And the quick, I just did one card for you, and it's Guardian Angel.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that. It's a triangle, sacred geometry and the feather. And it's just, you are not alone. And you've got spirit all around you, my friend. You are buoyed with spirit, and it's just going to emanate even more in the beyond next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So amazing. And Eraha Nui, which means all our love to you. And we wish you all the best. And sending you all, everyone here, tons of love, and lovely to
Yes.
see and meet you
It was
all
nice to meet
virtually,
you,
digitally.
Dr.
And
Ann.
the beautiful, it's lovely to see you guys and meet
Now
you.
when
And
I go
everybody.
finally make a trip to New Zealand, I got somebody
Yeah,
I can speak in
for
their
sure.
cabin.
Yeah.
I would love to show you how amazing it is here. I'm very, very grateful to be here. But I also miss home. Home's Northern California, so I know a lot about the area that you're from,
Oh,
Linda,
wow.
because I go see my folks there. Yeah.
Look how
So
It's
anyway.
cold here today. It's cold.
Yeah. So we're getting summer. I mean, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, but I'm gonna be in a tank top soon, probably.
Okay.
Thank
Summer.
you so much for
Anyway,
coming. I
every
really
day.
appreciate it.
yeah, lots of love. Eroha nui, everyone, and take care.
Bye,
Hakite
Heather.
ano.
Thank you.
Hakite ano. Bye.
And I have to go. So again, Juno, happy birthday, my dear. I will email you. Let's do another crystal get together, and we'll talk. So
Sounds
everybody,
good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the beautiful
thank you for
reading.
having me. Good night, everybody. Have a great
Bye,
day.
Heather.
And happy early
Good
birthday.
night.
Good night.
Hey, Juno, I got to go pretty soon though. But I wanted to let you know that you didn't treat me as if I was crazy. When I told you years ago that Clara Bow, the actress from the 20s, was my guide. And you believed me, and that made me feel so much better. And Allie was real nice about that. She gave me some cards. Wow. Well, they're upside down. They have natives on them too. See?
Oh, those are nice. I haven't seen those.
Yeah, look-
I
Very
can't
nice.
move, Greg.
Yeah,
Wait a
we got-
minute.
they
I'm
go-
putting
we got
you in the
that-
hot seat.
going on there.
Show that
But-
card again.
That
Hold
card?
that up again. Yeah. There we
those
go.
are cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's
That's very cool.
Who's the
So,
author of that deck, Craig?
Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle cards. Sophie Brashford and Hillary Wilson.
Those are
How about-
beautiful. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to,
Ooh.
but before you go, I wanted to finish what we were talking about when you were talking about Gallup. And when I went to Richardson's, when I do Native American seed bead work, and they let me loose, they let me have free reign to look through, even in their back, they let me see the prayer basket. They let me go and take photos of everything. And they had like a whole room that was just full of beadwork, and I was in heaven. And
Oh yeah, that building was built like in the 1800s. It's scary, and that wooden floor in there, and the posture that you're to. Oh yeah, the concho belts. And when you come out of there to the east of it, about a half a block, that's where Pino's is. It's on the same side of the street, and you'll see it. If not, ask somebody, and they'll take you right over there. It's such you'll see all the Native American plants that they have there. They're dried plants that we use, sage, and we call it lightning root to banish evil spirits and stuff like that.
Right.
They have all different uses, and the crystals. Look for the crystals too, because they get them in there as pawn, and people lose them, and people buy them. And I got one for like $60 that was about that big. So PIN.
When I was there that day, the owner was there. He was in a wheelchair. He must have been about 1,000 years old. I mean, but he was still, he had sparkle in his eye, and he told the story of, because they sold saddles there. And a guy came with his horse in the trailer, to get the saddle fitted to the horse, but he was down the street, and the owner, this man told me himself, this happened many years ago, and he said, well, you're not going to carry the saddle back and forth. He goes, bring the horse in here. So they brought the horse right inside that huge, amazing store with all those glass cases and everything, and they fit the saddle for the horse right inside the store there.
Oh yeah, I believe you. I believe you. It was normal, and so many movies were shot in the area too. So if you ever get a chance, go over to El Rancho Hotel. It's built in the 40s, and you're going to like that place too. They have all kinds of photographs of movie stars hanging up in there that actually stayed there. And the only thing I wanted to know was, find your records, find out which room Clara stayed in. I'm pretty sure she can tell me, but I'll go ahead and stay in that room and see if I get any vibes. But,
there you go.
But yeah, you should film it. You should do a little video about it when you do it.
Well, one morning I was asleep, and as I was waking up, I got my butt pinched. So I think I know who did that.
You're telling on her now. Don't.
It was kind of funny. I go, who's pinching me in my butt? I go like that, and I go. I just started laughing. I thought it was kind of funny. Well, it could have been. I think she has exclusivity. So there's nothing that I can't deny her. But
when you got the virgin butt, then only Clara can pinch it.
You're making me laugh now, making me blush. We still get brown. I mean, we don't get any redder.
We love you, Craig. That's why we tease you.
All
Just
right.
put me up to it, Craig.
Okay. Yeah, I got to go make some turkey enchiladas too, some red chili enchiladas. So.
Oh yeah.
That's what's on the plate over there.
Well, thanks for coming today, Craig. I really appreciate you being here.
And tamales too.
Ooh, tamales! I haven't
We're
made
all hungry. We're all going to be running to the closest Mexican food restaurant.
Yeah.
My mom was from. Well, she was Native American and also Hispanic too. So I have a little bit of that in me. So it's Native American and Mexican. So I call it Mexican. A lot of the other ones don't, because they think that's like saying something derogatory. But nah, I'm proud of it. I don't care.
No, that's what we call. My mom was Native Comanche and Mexican.
Yeah, I think Linda. We were the only natives over there at that Bryce Canyon thing.
We were the only two. No, there was people that worked there that were natives.
Oh, okay. All right. That's right.
Did I tell you that I took that shuttle home, and the guy that was driving the shuttle said, yeah, I've had 9 wives.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Okay.
Huh?
And he says, I'm looking for number 10. I'm like, my nose is pressed up against the window. Oh my God. And you couldn't really converse with him because he was an ex-military. He was always one-upping you.
No.
And it's like, oh, just get me out of here. Who brags about being married 9 times? That's like the guy on the political show about Trump. Who brags about taking a test for dementia?
Donald Trump. Yeah, people like that. Well, I got to get
Yeah, but
going,
he's a
Juno.
stable genius.
Yeah, I only wish.
Well, if you
Okay.
come down I-10, Craig, and you're
Craig.
in Tucson area, you better swing by and let me know.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know like a month ahead of time because I'm like that. I like to let people
Yeah,
know, and
I
then
appreciate that. That'd be
we will
cool.
stop and get something to eat and talk. About all this
Sounds
stuff
great.
like this.
And then you just follow I-10 all the way down to Louisiana. I'm right on the
There you
interstate, so
Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the South. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the South. I'm a Southern
Well, I
California.
think you do a good Cajun restaurant and you get some real Cajun food. You'll love it.
All right, as long as you escort me to the airport and get out of there, I'm okay.
You got it.
It comes through jumping me. If I'm in North Hollywood, I'm at home. Right?
Well,
Okay.
we're turning into a mini Hollywood here. They've got all kinds of new studios and stuff popping up, and a lot of big movies. Morgan Freeman just was here about 6 months ago filming a movie, and so that's become like our new touristy thing. Is we've got all of these movie stars that are now showing up down here to film. So it's like, hey, that's
Well, they're
cool.
going to where they can get cheaper labor. That's for sure.
That's true.
Okay, I better let you
Well,
go.
thank you, Craig, for coming.
Craig.
I appreciate it.
Hi, Craig. Virtual hug, Craig. Thank you so much.
In the meantime, pray for me that I get to be a better medium. I'm
You
working on
will.
that. I'm working on that.
You will.
Me too. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye, Craig. So I do
Sorry,
have
I went to add somebody and the chat jumped. Hi,
yeah,
Danny.
it does
And
that.
Terry popped in while Craig was talking. And
Hey, everybody.
And hi, Terry.
Hi,
And
Linda.
Val.
Hi.
and Val popped in. Yeah,
Oh,
we got
he's
like
gone.
a whole bunch of new people here. And we just lost Danny.
We lost this one.
Danny! Danny! Everybody holler, Danny!
Danny. I just wanted to say, Juno, I did pull some cards for you, and just as Heather's, my cards were all brilliant for you, just so you know. And I know you love the Enchanted Map by Colette Reed, Baron Reed. So I pulled that.
I just got mine. Yeah.
Yeah, these are so gorgeous. The Magical Map Shifter. I know you probably know what all these are, but I asked for what are Juno's gifts that Spirit is giving her for her birthday. And this is about a mission, impacting your personal growth, shifting awareness of who you are and why you're here. Your whole perspective will change. And also you got Spark, which is about you are a channel for the divine, creativity, optimism, hope, perfect timing to birth new ideas, begin new endeavors. Watch the spark turn into a flame. I love that for you. And finally, another peaks of joy. Your life is filled with happiness to share with others. Synchronistic events that bring you to the next level of your life are happening. And I couldn't believe this, but my Stargate Oracle deck, this is the Akashic Stargate.
Wow.
And I know, wow. Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. So that was just, I got the chills from that. And finally, you got two activations. They're the Soul Star just above your head and the Earth Star just below your feet. So these are opening up for you and creating that pathway, remembering who you are, fulfilling soul contracts, anchoring and grounding you in, and helping you create grounded action. Isis energy. So this supports all the rest of the cards to bring in whatever you want. It's just gorgeous. I keep getting the chills. So congratulations.
Thank you. That's beautiful and so encouraging. And since you did that activation to read the Akashic records, everything has shifted for me with spirit, and it's been palpable. And the validations are unmistakable. So thank you. That changed my life, Val. Thank you.
You're giving me. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I adore all of you, and I'm so You guys make me so proud. I can't even. I'm so excited for all of you.
Well, thank you so much for that. And it's interesting with the card with the portals that there's 5, and in the Destiny cards, I'm the 5 of hearts, so that's the 5 connection there again. So really
Yeah, isn't that? Yes, true.
We finally got Danny back, and now Sharon's here.
I got Sharon, and unfortunately,
Yes,
I'm going to have to leave too at 3:00. It's 3:00.
Was it something I said, Linda?
No.
Well, Linda,
Hi,
I'll see you
Linda.
Tuesday night.
Huh?
You and Marina are going to be on my channel Tuesday night. So
Tuesday night. Okay, cool.
So, Linda, you drew me such a wonderful card, the 10 of Cups.
When was that? Oh, that was today. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My members, I do pick a card.
Yes. So
that
thanks
was
for
great.
answering that.
That's good news coming, girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. I think it's about family and Christmas.
I've been really working on my book, you guys. I'm pert near done. It's so exciting.
Oh, yay.
And but they
we
keep
are
giving
all
me
going to
more
want autographed
information. I no
copies.
sooner think I'm getting near the end. Oh, they give me a whole bunch more. It's like, come on, you guys.
Book 2.
You're going to have a bunch of books to autograph, Linda, because we're going to all
hope
want
so.
to
I
autograph.
hope so. It's just to help people. It's. Well, thank you guys. I'll see you all later.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Linda.
much for coming, Linda.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
Linda.
And thanks for the reading. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice
And would
to
you
see
mind
you
saying a
again,
little
Linda.
prayer for Lulu? Lulu has some blood in her bowel.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And so
Absolutely.
we're gonna find out on Tuesday, actually. So
yep.
I'll it's early morning, so I'll let you guys know what they said. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Linda. Thank you.
Bye.
I'm just happy birthday, Juno. I can just pop on for a minute. I'm just outside a bakery. It's been here for decades on Salt Spring Island, and I'm having some shortbread. Yum!
Mhm.
And about to go for a walk with my love in a few minutes. So I can't stay long, but I can stay here for a few minutes.
Well, thank you
If
for
you don't
coming,
mind me
Sharon.
eating.
Yeah,
Do you
have
want
some
one?
for me. All this food everybody's preparing. All I got is leftovers from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're
all
still
kinds of
eating
goodies.
leftovers too.
Well, our Thanksgiving was October, so long gone.
Got to do everything before we do, right?
That's right. So how is
Well, happy
everyone?
birthday, Juno.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it.
You know, when you talk, you should wiggle your fingers so we can kind of like feel like your
We should do
mouth
little
is
shadow
moving.
things like they're talking to each other. I'm not
Yeah.
Italian. I'm Polish and a lot of other things, but we talk with our hands.
You're Polish?
Half Polish and then a motley crew of everything else.
Oh, I did not know that.
When Danny emailed yesterday and said, I don't know if I can make it, I'll be coming back. And I emailed him back. I said, well, that's okay. Juno will understand. I'll let her know. And then he emails me back again and says, I feel like I've been scolded by my mother.
Oh, no.
She said, I
was like, I didn't mean to turn the guilt on. I was just trying to make you feel
will
better.
understand. And I went, oh, for God's sakes. I gotta leave early.
I thought maybe you got taken up in your spaceship or something,
Speaking of spaceships, I pulled 3 cards for you. You want to see what they are?
We do.
No, I've not at least been interested in what you have to say.
Okay. I wouldn't think so.
Daddy.
I wouldn't think
He
so.
knows better.
So this doesn't make any sense to me after that snarky comment. I got good intentions.
Well, you know what they say about those.
Yeah, right. You got the double 8s, balanced relationships, and you're going into a new paradigm. This is pretty crazy. And when you were, well, not crazy in a good way, but when you were talking about your experience with your Akashic readings with Val
Okay,
and
baby.
stuff,
Have a good night.
that's a whole new place that you're going into, having these balanced relationships with the Akashic records and you're going into a new shift, which I love it. I think it's awesome.
Well, you and others in this community have been a big part of supporting me to experience this shift. Been knocking on the shift door for 60 years and it never opened until I met all you guys. And, you all mean so much to me. You have no idea. When I open my eyes in the morning, I pray for all you guys and,
we need it.
Well, we all do, but that sense of connection, like I like to get it to start the day, because you know what, there is, ever since this started, I don't think I've missed a day we're tuning into somebody in our group. It's really amazing to keep our energy connected like we do on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Think of us as your shift keepers.
Yeah. When the ship hits the fan, I'll know who to talk to.
Yes, and we need to make sure we enunciate.
Yes. Elucidate and enunciate when you pronunciate.
Oh, that's attractive.
Thanks for coming, Danny. I know you've got a lot going on. I really appreciate you taking the time and doing the cards for me. And I'm going to read up on those further afterwards to really study them. Those are good.
Yeah. Keep your good intentions up there, though. But I liked what you said about this community and, tapping in, because we all do raise the vibration, whereas the other guy drops it so low. So it's important to keep feeding ourselves a steady dose of positivity so that we can change things.
And keeping it going, and don't feel guilty. If you get a chance to feel some joy or some happiness, embrace it and don't feel guilty, because it's like, nurturing those little seedlings. We need to keep that going. And I also want to tell you, I'm never coming to your house or being anywhere near you in person because I'm afraid you'll put me in a box and tape it shut.
Well,
wait a minute. Danny, is this something we need to know?
You don't know what I have in that taped box?
What kind of tape are you going to use? I mean, can she break out? Is it duct tape? What are we doing?
Oh, it's duct tape. It's duct tape.
Double-sided.
And a little rubber fabric stuff too that goes along with it. It's kind of fun.
It's a good way to go on a diet too,
Yeah, as long as he remembers to put the feeding tube and the air tube through the holes.
I don't put food in the box. You don't put classified documents, but that's it.
Did Psychic Duck have any messages for me?
Oh, Psychic Duck. Hang on. Here we go. Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck likes your cowboy boots. I don't know what that means.
I'm not the one who wears those pointy-toed cowboy boots.
Okay. So no psychic messages except stay on the path.
Thanks. And I'm glad that you didn't confuse him with your Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, no.
He's just full of hot air, like you said.
Yeah, true.
Thank you for your messages. I appreciate it, Danny. I appreciate your friendship very much.
It's my pleasure. Happy birthday. I appreciate yours. I mean, look, you gave me all the aliens up here, dancing aliens. So thank you.
Bathrobes.
One of these days, I am so looking forward to. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. That was a pointy-toed cowboy boot.
A sense of theme. As long as you don't have the spurs. The spurs are the worst part, because the spurs make it hard to remove those boots, from where you park them.
And they jingle when you walk.
Right. Okay. Lovely Juno, I have to leave, but I wanted to pop on and give you the best birthday wishes. And I'm off now to walk in a beautiful forest.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate you. Stay warm up there.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
coming.
Bye,
Thank you for
Sharon.
coming, Sharon.
Bye, Sharon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, I've got to go soon. I'm from England and it's getting late now. I
Oh,
just got out of
Yeah.
hospital after just got out of hospital after having a hysterectomy. And I've been in so much pain for 3 days now.
Oh,
So
Mhm.
I'm not
I hope
taking
you
it
feel
well.
better
So,
soon. Thank you
Mhm.
for coming. That means a lot, and it's nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming, and quite the international day today here. This is
Yeah.
yeah, I bet. Well, so I pulled
Well,
some cards for you anyway, and I know you said that you've only got a relationship with spirit, but there are some very promising cards here for you. So this one's the Kindred Seeker, okay, and it says to take the path of the central seeker is to commit yourself to forever explore your emotional, physical, and mental terrains in the name of love. You'll meet others on your passage, but not all seekers are like you. Plenty have no interest in self acceptance, let alone self love, and those who cannot love themselves cannot love you. Your action with this card is make a list of 30 essential qualities you desire in a kindred seeker. Find people who aim for knowledge in all things. Find those who pursue pleasure wholeheartedly because they know the more we each feel whole, alive, and powerful, the better off this beautiful blue boat we call Earth will be. We're all voyaging together after all, and safe after all, we're safe journeying in this lifetime. And the next one is you take deep and delicious rest. So it says, you are not a robot, honey. You're human, not a machine. Your worth cannot be measured by your efficiency or your productivity. Your moral purity has nothing to do with hard work. If anything, you have a moral obligation to train yourself out of these harmful capitalistic ideas and to learn the art of deep, delicious rest. So, the action to take with this card is not distraction via the TV and not a short moment of respite, largely captured for social media. Genuine rest, the kind that allows healing at a cellular level, whether it's sleep, doodling, eating, or doing nothing. Find a way to recoup mind, body, and soul. There is profound ease and regeneration to be found there. And after these lovely new cards I've got, they're called the Love Oracle cards. And I pulled two for you as well. So this one says, stay optimistic. You have positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. And the next card says, open yourself to others. This is how you will create a new friendship and attract a love relationship. So apart from having just a relationship with spirit, these cards are looking promising for you. And they're saying if you follow the guidance from these cards and open yourself up to a relationship, there's one there for you. So
thank you so much. Beautiful. I appreciate all those messages.
good, thank you.
And thank you
Happy
for coming.
birthday.
I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Randy.
you spanning the time zones and everything. That's really lovely of you. Thank you.
That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, it's lovely to meet you, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thank you for having me, Shari.
You're welcome. Keep in touch. Let us know how you're
I
doing.
will do. I will.
Yeah, feel better. I'll be thinking. I'll send you
Feel
some healing.
better.
Thank
Oh,
you for
another thing I
coming.
want to let you know what I'm doing. I'm actually going to be hosting a fundraising festival in April for the humanitarian aid in Israel and Ukraine. And hopefully, depending on how much money we raise, I'll be able to, raise money for more war-torn countries, So
Awesome.
that'll be
When it gets close to happening, send us the information so we can post it.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
That way people
I'll
can
try
watch and they can donate.
Yeah, brilliant idea. Yes, will do. Lots and lots and lots to do, but I'm so excited about it, and can't do anything. Just making plans now, writing things down in my notebook. I've got someone to do the burger vans, the candy, put on the Easter egg hunt, because I'll be doing it on the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day. So I could do an Easter egg hunt and other activities for kids, and obviously I'm a singer, so I'll be singing on the bandstand, and I'll get other singers to come and join in as well. We'll put on a few acts and just raise loads and loads and loads of money, hopefully. And the guys doing the burgers and the kids' activities and the rides and stuff like that, he said that he's going to donate 25% of whatever he makes that day. So that's brilliant, So we just everybody send healing and pray for a good result, and I'll do my best to get it all up and running, and hopefully it'll be a
Well,
good
good
day.
luck to that, Mandy. We will all be praying for you and for that to be successful.
Yeah,
And
thank you. Yeah, I feel
thank
good
you for
about it.
coming. We really appreciate it.
Feel
You're
better
welcome.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'm going
Thank you
into
so much.
hospital tomorrow to have my heart checked. So I'm going to ask them to have a look at my stomach, because it's been so painful for the last 3 days. So while I'm in there, I'm going to ask them to have a look at it. So, Anyway, enough about me. It's your birthday,
Good luck.
Juno. See ya.
Thank you. Take good care.
Bye.
Bye, Mandy.
Bye. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Love to
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Juno.
Hi, Terry. Thank you.
You're welcome. I pulled a few cards for you. Some special women sent me these beautiful cards this weekend. They just got here yesterday. The Oracle.
Ooh.
I know. I'm so excited. Thank you, Allie. So, this is you, the seer. So, walking your path. Also, I don't know if you can see her or not, but there's the great horned ones around her. So, and she's wearing a crown of thorns there, or horns rather. So, she knows your knowledge and wisdom that you're always in the chat with, and on, when you come on.
And I'm doing a video today on the Horn of Plenty, the cornucopia. That's really funny.
I love it. Well, also, you look like you're dancing a little here too.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, right. And I pulled the Mystic. So, and here she is creating a vortex or an orb to go in. And she also has an horned one on her shoulder. She has an owl on her shoulder as well as she walks through there. So, but also walking your spiritual path. So definitely on the path. And then, with all this blue light coming in, this is you. So swimming in the knowledge, swimming in the wisdom, and the love, and the your gifts. So witnessing awareness. That's what I wanted to say. And that's the circle. So that's you, honey.
It's a sphere.
Yeah, the seer.
Thank you so much. It's beautiful, Terry. I love those messages. I love your background too. It's so beautiful. You just want to walk right into there.
Thanks. My usually my bed's made a little better, but my cat is asleep on it, and I can't dare move him. So
that's very nice, very warm. cozy. Thank you so much for coming, Terry. I really appreciate it.
Oh, happy birthday. Thank you for being here. You're always such a gift to have. You're so full of information, and I learn so much from you every time you're in my chat.
Well, thanks. I love having a place to share with in a safe space and people who appreciate and add to and support. I just have so much respect for every single one of you. And, not just the people on the screen, but the people in the chat and our viewers, because, we all need each other.
We do.
We're on different sides of it, but we're all supporting this effort. So thank you so much. You're such a beacon, Terry. I just love your work.
Oh, thank you. It's a joy to be with you, all of you here.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry. And since we got started a few minutes ago, we've got Allie popped in, and Sylvia popped in, and Ron popped in.
Danny's got to go. Bye, Danny. Thanks for coming and not putting me in a cardboard box.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Cardboard box with duct tape and rubber boots later.
Rubber boots. Oh no!
I don't even want to go there.
Oh no!
Yeah, we do. All right.
I appreciate you, Danny. Thank you so much,
Daddy.
I also have to go, and I have I've pulled three cards when Linda was here, and it's ironic how all three.
She just sat and was quiet about it.
What are we doing?
I said, and you just sat there and was quiet about it all the time.
I did. I was quiet all about it. So I pulled these three cards. And it was ironic how everybody else was pulling cards. I'm like, how everything coincides with each other. And I thought this was really good. So happy birthday, Juno. What I have here for you is a bubbling up. You're brewing new ideas in the depths of your soul. So that is the theme today, is all the new ideas that you're doing. And with those new ideas, because they're coming from your soul, are opening up doors for you.
Wow.
And it says you will need to use your charm. So this is Spirit's word message to you is, how do you keep on opening up those doors? Is you keep on wishing and brewing up them ideas from your soul, and then you will use your charm to continue out and to open up the doors that you need, because you are very blessed. You are blessed with magic. You have always been blessed with magic. Make a wish. It's through your wishes will come true. So there's your message for you, and happy birthday. I too need to go.
Don't go yet, Sheila. I just want to tell you, you were my first person. You were the first reader, with our group. I don't know if you remember me from way back years ago. You've read for me a couple times, and I've made you a few things. And you were such a. I dabbled in a few other people and never felt connected until I met you, and I just am so grateful to you and all that you've done for our community, and you're such a shining light, and I just admire you so much. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that you came here today. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And I remember, I think that was back in the day with Scott and all of that too. Like all back then. Is that when you were thinking?
Oh yeah, way at the beginning, like early 2020, and you have lots of crystals and stuff. So there's a magic wand in there. I don't know if you use it. There's a kyanite blue magic wand. So
I remember that. I have
clearing everything. So wave your word is your wand.
That's right. That is right. So I appreciate you asking me in, and happy birthday, and of course, Sherry, my dear. We will need to get together again. And
shoot me an email.
Yes, exactly. We need to get together again after the holidays. I always project after. After
2 weeks off at Christmas, so we can do it before or after Christmas time.
Yeah,
day or night. So.
My favorite holiday is January 1st, New Year's. That means all of the holidays are done.
Yeah.
Holiday. So
that's the day to sleep it all off.
All done.
That's it.
All right, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much, Sheila.
Bye, Sheila. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Sheila.
Bye.
Hi, Juno.
Hey, Ron. How you doing up there in the Great White North?
Yeah, lots of snow. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. Is this the Juno Awards or something? I heard that. I heard that from a French connection. Pepe Le Pew.
All I remember in French is "Où est la bibliothèque?" After 3
Oh,
years of
Jesus,
French in high
okay.
school. 2 years it would be about a library, you know? Go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And yet every other week I have French on our channel. She doesn't remember that.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I'm still deciphering.
I'm picking at you.
No, I just thought
You're up, Ron. You're in the
I
hot
thought
seat.
I'd drop by and say happy birthday to a wonderful, amazing human being. That's you. I'm talking about you. The Juno Awards goes to you.
You make me blush, Ron.
Um,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, you're amazing, and you have a lot of gifts to share with everybody. So I think it's time for you to share those gifts with everybody uh, as much as you can. I picked a card for you, uh, and guess what I picked? The secret language of light.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
Okay, and it's funny thing. I picked the card. It's a master card. It's number 22.
Oh,
There
That's a
you go.
master number.
Yep.
22. Divine animals. Okay.
Beautiful.
So the message is I'll read it to you as best as I can, even if I'm French. I'll try. Soul compassion on your journey. That's what you have. You spend time with your pet or in the company of any animal to realize the same light that flows through you flows through all living creatures. Yes, animals teach us about unconditional love, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Definitely.
we all create different containers for our soul experiences, depending on our individual desires and dreams. Human experience greater contrast than animals. That is why our influence and creations are wider reaching. However, this is also makes it easier for us to split and stray from our hearts. Animals reflect the divine love that we are. We are when we are around animals, it is easier to move into alignment where you can be inspired to grander creations. People often believe they receive, it comes from a raw unconditional love. People often believe they receive unconditional love from an animal, as an animal is more likely to be aligned with its soul instinct and does not need you to be different to who you are for for it to feel loved. You will feel free to be who you are. When you emulate this behavior for yourself, life becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relationships will, oh, Jesus, catapult. I think I said it right.
Catapult.
Yeah,
Catapult.
to a whole new level of joy. So, I'm sending you a big divine hug from the universe.
Beautiful. Love that
Yeah,
card, Ron. Thank you.
that's gorgeous, Ron.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And by the way, it concerns me too because I lost my loving dog about 14 years. He passed away on the 12th of October, and you wouldn't believe what happened. Uh, on the 21st, that's a week after. I like to share this story though. A week after, me and my wife heard a loud whining noise in the kitchen. The dog came back and gave me a sign, like I knew it was her. Okay.
Wow.
And we both heard it at the same time. I was in a different room when I heard it, and I asked Sterling about this question. And out of 400 questions, he had about 400 questions that day. He took my question, and he said, "Yes, I confirm it." And she's telling me she loves you a lot. Also, that she's other with other animals. So just to show you, I know about. I've been on the other side because I had a near-death experience in my life. So when you reach on the other side, you are met with your loved ones, your ancestors, your relatives, your guides, the whole works, and your animals, by the way. So I just want to share that. And a
Great.
big hug to me, Juno. You just won the Juno Awards.
It's easy to win an award when you're the only one running for the for the ward. Thanks for that, Ron.
Well, anyway, they're all the Juno words are all in the closet right now. The skeleton showing her hands.
Thanks, Ron.
That's
You're
great.
welcome.
So I'm going to take off now. And I just want to say, Juno, thank you for everything you do for everyone in this community. Your light is amazing. You are so connected, and it's just such a privilege to have you in anywhere in my space. I'm just excited to meet up with you at any time, place, or whatever. So thank you for everything. You are a super bright light, and sending you tremendous love. I'm gonna go now.
Well, thanks, Val. And anytime, I'm always here anytime you want to get together. And I couldn't shine this bright light without the additional help with all of you guys sharing your light with me. So we're all doing this together. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Juno. I'll see you guys. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Val.
Bye.
So I guess it's my turn to talk, and I'm pleased to do it. And speaking of animals that want to come in and say hello, this is Caramel. And so she's my older baby. Aww. And Daddy's asleep in the bedroom. That's why I'm so late. So sorry. And all my cards are in there too. But Juno, you know how I love you, and you know how much you mean to me, I hope by now. You're the best. You are just the best, and nobody deserves a beautiful birthday more than you. Aww. And you always have my heart, Juno. You're just a special person. Thank you for being who you are.
Well, ditto back to you, Allie. You know how
thank you,
especially you are to me. And, you got some things to wrap yourselves in, when you need a little love, just wrap up in the things I've sent you. And
oh, yeah.
Thank you for showing
Beautiful
me Caramel.
things.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Thank you for showing me Caramel. What a sweet baby. You guys look so cozy.
Yeah, she just loves it to sit in the chair with me. So I said, you can come into the show.
That's keep heading, don't stop.
Thanks, Juno.
And I hope your husband feels better too.
Thank you, dear.
Keeping you on my prayers, and thanks for
thank you so much.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm going to speak up.
Okay, yeah. Sylvia, you're up.
Hi, Juno. I know you're not familiar with me, but I'm familiar with you because I've been watching you on Sherry channel. Thanks. And you're the only person that I could watch like the skeleton and not be afraid.
Well, that makes my day, And they're not about being scary.
And normally I would be like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
So because I don't know much about you besides your work, I was looking at the cards, and first was like, I saw like the Emperor, the Lover card. I'm like, is she having a love reading for 2024? And then I'm like, let's change the topic. So 2024, because of something that's happening collectively, and everybody intuition going to get even stronger, could it just something that's happening? You were like into, you like to be private. You like to be private, but you manage to work with others. For example, your glove, you're able to be private, but, give out your wisdom. So next year, I see even more collaboration with you. I just see a lot of collaboration. And because of that, you're going to be even more in tune. I don't know if you can even be more in tune than you are. So, for a while, you were like behind the scene. Now you're going to be, I don't know if you're going to be seen because you got the Hermit card. So you're going to be more in tune. But the collaboration has been key for you. So you're going to continue with that for 2024.
Wonderful. That's good news. I appreciate that. And I'm working on getting past the gloves, but the reason that I wear the gloves is the healing art that I practice and that I teach self-help in it. We look at the skeleton as a structure, so it's not a creepy Halloween-y thing, although that's fun too, but
well, that's why you have the heart there to make, it's like, okay, she's okay.
Cool, she can point to her fingers on her gloves when she's doing some of her healing stuff, and it makes it easier to understand where she's talking about you need to hold or stroke or whatever, when she's not doing it with her gloves, she's making me do it. So,
Well, thank you for your messages, and they're very encouraging. And it's I've been working really hard at this for a few years. Well, I wouldn't say working. I've been enjoying myself thoroughly, putting a lot of effort in, and hopefully things will really start to come together and manifest a new abundant future for me. So I appreciate your reading for me. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I also got like you left a lot of things behind for 2023, and you're getting better with managing your time or like what your attention's been. So because of that, you're heading into a more of a flow. So yeah, it's all good. And I can shake your hand. Come here, give me your hand out. So it's nice
That
meeting
magic portal at work.
There you go. I was going to touch my screen, and it's like, well, that won't show anything, and the other thing that's really funny, like, because on StreamYard, my camera is upside down. I still haven't figured that out. So it's upside down and backwards, and then to do things, it's crazy.
We all have to fight with that. We all are doing it backwards.
I finally learned to go Sherry, because I remember beginning I did video with Sherry. I kept going this, this way. Now I know it's the opposite. You just have to learn.
Yeah, like she's that way. See, now to me, I'm pointing off my whole table in the opposite direction. It's totally illogical, but.
Hey, Juno, did you ever hear of God's fingers? God's finger?
The finger of God.
An expression,
Yeah.
God's finger. How many do you have?
Perfect.
Does that link right to the GoFundMe, Sherry?
I don't see the link in the
chat.
In the thing that Sue put, but Juno's link to GoFundMe is in the description box below.
Okay, good to know.
So, and it's also, I think it's part of the pinned message up top. But
Okay.
no, I didn't put it in the pinned message, but it's in the description box below. And I know that several people have put it in the chat several times.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
thank you so much.
Birthday donations are well received.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've still got a $2,500 car bill that needs to get paid, or I have to sell the car to pay the bill. So I keep putting it off, and hopefully things will. Sounds like I'm going to have an abundant new year. So I'm focusing on that.
There you go.
And I appreciate all the help that I received this year to help me get my new dream computer and some other upgrades on my technology. So thank you so much to everybody. You mean so much to me. You'll never know how much this community means to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cry, so I can't say it anymore. Very verklempt.
Okay, quick. Somebody say something funny.
Here comes the love train just in time. The big train's
there you go.
Oh my God. Yeah, love train. Get on the love train.
I don't know if you can hear it, but
yeah.
And when I hear love train, then I think of Soul Train, and I always think of Ron wearing a rainbow afro wig dancing on Soul Train for some reason.
Doing the boogie woogie on the cars.
Do the hustle.
Yeah,
I remember doing
that
those
song.
in high school.
That song reminds me of everybody here. Get on the love train.
Yep.
I remember that song when it came out.
Yeah.
I remember doing the hustle and doing all the other dances in the 70s when I was in high school. Disco was it at the time.
The disco queen.
Oh, yeah. I was out every weekend dancing.
Every night, huh?
Not every night. I had to go to school, but on the weekends.
Yeah. Weekend.
Disco here, disco there.
Disco everywhere.
I like to show you guys what I looked like when I was younger a little bit with my mom. And on Halloween, because of Halloween, I put a sombrero on my head. I rented what do you call it? An outfit. It was, and I looked like a friggin' Mexican. That's me, right there.
Oh my goodness!
Ron with all that dark hair.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo, Ron.
So that's why I look like a Mexican when I dance to disco.
Yes, you're Pepe Le Pew. It's Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, yeah. But I also had the experience when I was younger.
Well, you weren't a blonde. You were a total brunette.
No, I wasn't blonde.
Absolutely.
And the experience also because I had time, had dark skin and everything. I was about 18 years old. I was out west in Canada, and I got hired on to train tracks to change the tires, the wooden part, that goes under the track. That's a hard job, but I got hired on, and I was with a bunch of immigrants, Portuguese, Italian, name it, the guy says, what nationality are you? And I said, I'm French Canadian. And I wonder why they asked me that, He said, because your skin is, that is because I ate so much shit in my life. It's the color, the colored stain. They all laughed. They all fell on the floor, 300 pounds. I mean, I never forgot that my whole life. Yeah. They laughed so hard. Portuguese, Italian, name it. They all laughed. They thought that was so funny. So I wanted to share that. So I'm glad that made you laugh a little bit.
A little bit. Thank you. Well, I'm going to fly, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I was late, but I'm glad I could make it.
We're just glad you were here, Allie. My
Thank
condolences to your family. And
thank you, dear. Thank you.
Stay warm up there.
Yeah, I have to go. I have to go too because I have another another reunion on a Zoom. So
thanks for coming, Ron. I
happy
appreciate
birthday
it so much.
and keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path, Juno.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron. I'll see you in
You're gonna
practice.
win. You're gonna win all the awards, by the way, in the years coming. So, happy birthday and
thanks, Ron.
Thanks for coming, Ron.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have to go too. I have a sick person here as well. So
I'm
gonna
so
go
sorry.
make sure they're okay. But yeah, happy birthday, Juno.
Thank you. Sending out lots of healing to your family and, you as the support person also.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care of yourself. And
Going
you're in
through
good hands for sure if they're under your care.
Oh, thank you. Have a beautiful night. And thank you so much for inviting me, Sherry. What a joy this has been.
You're welcome. Well, you are an important part to our community as well. And I know Juno and I both mentioned you in passing, just chit chat and how much we enjoyed your channels. So
I hope we can collab sometime, Terry. I'd really like to work with you.
I would love that. I was just thinking the same
I've been
thing.
saying the same thing to her for months.
Yeah, I know, right? We haven't
been able to get together yet.
Yeah, we have to. All right. Have a great one. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming, Terry. Appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Bye, Terry.
Bye.
I have a question for you, Juno.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your plan for 2024 with your channel?
Well, a lot of people, I teach a Japanese healing art called Jinshin Jitsu, and I like to teach self-help, and it's really simple. So I'm working on some classes to offer. I'm making mandalas. I'm working on several decks of cards. If I get the funding to have them printed, then I can offer them. And recently I was attuned to read Akashic Records, and that's going really, really well. It's been kind of it's opened up like floodgates for me. So anyone who's looking for Akashic Records readings, I'm doing those. So, people can just email me at JunoSees, SEES @gmail.com, and we can arrange, just by donation. I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything, but the Akashic Records is something that I had focused on. Like this time last year, I said, okay, I want to really, read about this and study this and everything. And I did read the books, but the opportunity came up to take Val's class, and that just really shifted it into high gear. And that's affecting all my other work. And I make the mandalas, and I'm making crocheted dragons and phoenixes and other things. So I'm thinking about making a couple of them a year and then raffling those off also. So.
Well, that explained why I was like looking at the cards, and I kept seeing like 3 of coin that you working with other. Now that you explained it, then I kept seeing like all the high spiritual cards, like the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Hermit. Now I get it because you're doing what you just mentioned. You're taking all the added classes, so that makes sense. Yeah. But you
Well,
know
and
what?
I live like a
saw the
hermit. I
light.
live totally alone. So that's the hermit card is me. And I call myself a termit. I'm a tarot hermit. I'm a termit.
Well, it's shown that to like a new level. So you're gonna be an astral hermit.
Astral hermit, that's fine.
And you
That
know,
works for
I
me.
also saw like the lover, and I saw the emperor, and then I saw the king of pentacle. You're not like in a relationship or anything.
No, no, and that, that part of my life, I've been there, done that, and I'm totally devoted to doing spiritual things. And
That's why she and I get along so well, because we're both just so past that. It's like,
That's like
no,
clothes,
I
right?
don't have energy for some person to come in my life that way.
well,
Takes
and
too much
I'm
work.
devoted to helping people. And if I get involved in a relationship, it's going to take all my energy to be present in that relationship, that in a
Yeah.
way that is fair to the other person. And so I
Oh,
just,
that makes sense. The lover
yeah,
is like a relationship thing
yeah,
Yeah.
with other
yeah.
people.
Yeah, and I think lover, even with yourself, to be loving and accepting of yourself. I've changed so much through this, what 3 or 4 years now going on with all this that we've gone through and the support of this community and how we, you know, there's never a day that you can't turn on the computer and find somebody even alive if you've got a crisis of some sort or just need someone to talk to or just someone to say hello to you. I can remember with just somebody saying hi to me in the chat made my day, made all the difference
Oh
in the
yeah.
quality of my day. Because it was really hard. I went through the whole pandemic thing by myself, and except what I mean, as far as people in my, you know, not on YouTube or that way, but it's in a lot of ways the pandemic was really good for me,
It
and
was good for a lot of us. I mean, that's what brought me to this community. Just playing around on YouTube, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with myself because we were all stuck at home.
Mhm.
And I stumbled upon this community and through another reader and started watching her, which led to Sheila's channel, which led to Linda G's channel. And then I was down the rabbit hole by that point. It was like, this is unreal. I couldn't believe that our people existed. I felt like I had found a long lost family tribe. It was like,
yeah, me
where have you
too.
people been all of my life?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, that's what got me through because my mom had just passed just before the pandemic hit. So I was not in a good place. And this community is what saved me in a lot of ways, man.
Well, just think about on a spiritual level, it's never happened before across the world. I mean, just look at the people who came today. Somebody from
Yeah.
down under and England and Canada, and there's people who watch us from all over the world that we will never even meet or know that we've affected them, but we're all joined together, and
Yeah.
it's a 24-hour day, 7-day a week thing with us. There's always energy flowing, and I think that's very powerful to balance out what the other challenges that's going on in our 3D world. So but something like this, Sherry, thank you so much for this opportunity and having this I'm that one that experiences somebody having birthday. I usually am alone for all of these things, and I'm going to go after we get done here. I'm going to go have myself a good cry, because in a good way. You'll never know how much this means to me. Everybody who came and all the people in the chat who've left wonderful messages. And I'm sorry to spring a leak, but
That's okay, baby,
it's,
because
yeah, this
I didn't pull
this
a
is
card
life
for you
changing.
because I pulled
This
lots of
community
cards.
is life saving for me, and I think it is for a lot of other people out there. And
Mhm.
it's a huge honor for those of us who have channels to be able to connect with people that trust us and come to us, and are vulnerable, and we all help each other. And I just have so much love for all of you. Thank you so much.
I was really blessed when you talked to me that one day when you emailed me and said, "Hey, would you like to do a show?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, because I'd watched you in chat. We had chatted in chat off and on. I'd seen you a couple of times, I guess maybe with Danny or somebody. I can't remember now who it was. And I thought, oh wow, she's so interesting, and I love the skeleton gloves. That got my attention right away. I was like, okay, she's outside the box. I can deal with this. And then you asked me, well, let's do a show together. And we started doing our show every other weekend, and I am just so blessed from it. I get such a large charge out of knowing I got my Juno time coming,
Well,
and I mean, I feel like I gained a sister in a lot of respects, because I know I'm going to see you on a regular basis. I know I can email you if I have an issue or if I just need to vent. I need, I mean, there's yeah, it's just really been great this past year
well,
having
and
you in my life on the more personal level than just watching somebody or chatting with somebody. That's important too, because that's what helped bring me to you and Sylvia and everyone else that's been on today. I mean, who'd have thought 5 years ago that I would be able to get online, number one, and show my face and be friends and talk with people from not only around my country, but from all over the world. I mean, we had Dr. Ann down in New Zealand, and we had Mandy over in England, and we had, and it's like, wow, when you stop and think about just how remarkable technology is, that it's been able to connect all of us in a way that we never could have been connected before.
Well, we
And
all had to sit home and couldn't go any. We were kind of forced into meeting each other, like spirits. YouTube existed before all this. These other
oh
things
yeah,
were there, but we weren't connecting. And spirit works in
like I
really
had a channel.
ways.
Everybody has a channel. When you sign into YouTube, you get a channel.
Yeah,
But
but
I
we
didn't
weren't.
do anything with it. I didn't know I could do anything with it. I
Yeah.
just went and watched videos when I had free time and was bored. And I mean, it's changed my life. So it's a
Well,
whole new world.
and I wonder, when like these videos, who knows how long our work will be out there, how many decades or years or whatever in the future. And if
Exactly.
people look back at this time of the pandemic and review to see who was doing what with their energy at the pandemic, I wonder how we'll be viewed, at that point in
And
time.
who may listen to something that we've said or shared online, a year, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years from now, and be like, oh wow, that's exactly what I'm feeling, or that's
And they'll all be
exactly
doing it telepathically because we'll all be communicating telepathically.
right. I mean,
You wonder about how things will be different because look how
50
different
years from
things
now,
are.
I'll be 100 and something. I don't know. I'll be over 100 in 50 years, 112. So, I mean, don't think I'll actually be here, but then again, you never know. I
So do
mean,
you
let us
have
stay
a
a little
channel?
longer this go round. So,
It might come out uphill to make us live longer.
Oh no.
yeah.
So do you have a channel?
Yes, Color from Foresight is her channel.
Yes, I do. I'm about a year, well, it might be 2 years, but at least a year active. And actually, Cherry, it's not that I'm shy, but you know how it is when you have a channel like shy, you know? So I was watching Cherry, one of her shows, and then there's something she had like a guest. So I emailed her with commenting about it. And then I don't know, next thing we know, she invited me. It's always nice. And then we explored mediumship. So this woman had the ability to do mediumship. So like you said, we're all helping each other. And I couldn't make this stuff up. Who you connect with. I was supposed to connect and start with somebody else, and I end up connecting with her.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm doing. If you check out my channel, I do collaboration and things like that. So
Cool.
you know how it is the first year. The first year is like, how do I use YouTube? How
Yeah.
you do this and
How
that.
do I do StreamYard? How do I figure? How do I make this work? How come
And then,
people can't hear me today? They heard me yesterday. Yeah.
and then you have to get over yourself. Like I had to get over how I look, how I sound. And then by the second year, you're like, okay, and then you get more comfortable. So that's what I'm finding for year 2. I'm waiting for you, Juno, to start going la 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 la. Show off your.
Oh, I've seen her bare hands, so I'm a step ahead of everybody. I've seen her bare hands and arms. I feel like I'm just so
I went
privileged.
commando during practice,
But it's a good gimmick. I mean, it does attract attention and it makes you listen. Like I'll listen in more.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
just
great.
something, it takes a lot of pressure off me, but as I ease into this and deal with some past life stuff, but I'm getting closer every day and gaining my confidence and the support of
I,
this
I
community.
totally get
And
it. I get you.
yeah,
Totally.
there's just been so many amazing people who've been there and been supportive. And I never thought I could do any of these things that I'm doing. I always knew that I felt things, the empathic stuff, but the other stuff is coming on really, really strong. And it's through the support and the classes, the journeys, the meditations, and people who are out there who, how do I do this? And I think I have a gift, or how do I do this? Find a class. And, if you can't afford it, find a, see if you can work to do some kind of trade with somebody. There's always a way, and find
And
a
there's
group to
always
practice
readers
with.
that are willing to practice with people
Yeah,
to learn,
practices. Yeah.
without charging money. I mean, I learned a lot with the cards by simply just doing my own cards while watching people online.
I can
And I
see the
was,
confidence, like with like Cherry and many people that on from year 1 to 2 to 3. It's
oh
like
yeah,
once you get like, oh, okay, I'm not making this stuff up.
Yeah. Once you start getting validations, that's when your confidence grows. And you're not going to
right.
get validations just sitting at home and meditating by yourself as much. It really, because I think the energy changes, spirit comes through, just like they say, more than one of you meet together. And I think that it increases our channels. I don't mean, I'm not, yeah, not talking about YouTube necessarily, but our spiritual channel,
Yeah.
to do that. And the more you do it, it's just like a muscle, like your spiritual muscle. And if you never get quiet, you're not going to hear the messages. And then the other thing that was really helpful to me was when, I think it was Sun Psychic Jean was the first one, that not maybe the first one who said it, but the first one where it sunk into me, was use your imagination. That's how, like, it might just seem like you're imagining this message, but go with it. And what that is spirit. That's how they communicate.
Yeah.
That's like, they're not, communicating with us the way we do with other 3D people. So this is the way. So, I really encourage people to let this next year, let your imaginations, just let them loose and flow with it. And
if
you'll be
messages come
amazed
to
at what comes
you,
through.
if messages come to you a little differently than just, I mean, a lot of times I get messages through movie scenes from movies that I've watched and loved. And the message will come to me because it'll plop a scene in my head, and the scene plays in my head, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they want me to share. And the person that's hearing it is like, oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, I saw that, or that makes sense. And other people get passages from books that they share, and or songs that they share that it comes out through a song. That's, I think, was one of the real epiphanies for me, was to realize just how spirit can use common everyday things that you deal with on a daily basis and don't think about in order to get the message through, whether if it's a message for you or whether if it's a message for someone you're reading for.
It's kind of
Because
like they're doing like charade. I don't know if that's the right word. Like it sounds like, it looked like, and then they show you the movie or they show you the song. It's
it
like
just
trying to help you
it's
connect.
I know with me, it's just like somebody will be talking, or I'll be reading the question, or they'll be asking me a question. And it's like a movie screen pops on in my brain, and I literally roll tape, and I see the scene play out in my brain like I'm watching it on a TV screen, but it's just in my head. And in the beginning, I thought, well, God, how weird is that? I didn't say anything. And then I finally mentioned it to someone. I don't remember now who it was I said it to. They were like, well, that's spirit showing you the answer. Tell them the movie you've seen. And then they related it to Kim Intuitive View, because she writes. She does kind of like automatic writing. She writes when she's reading, and she'll get what is, I think it's TV shows or something. She'll get scenes and stuff from, and the first time I watched her, I thought, oh, okay, you can say it and people don't think you're crazy because you say, well, in this movie or in this TV show, character 1 did this and character 2 did that, and see, that's what they're trying to show you. And in the beginning you feel stupid doing that.
Well, I think with learning about when it's your imagination and when it's not your imagination, it's really like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll say things and they're like, "Oh yeah, that Alex is." I was mentioning Alex, and they're like, "Yeah, Alex is my spirit guide that I talk to." I'm like, so random, So I'm like, "Oh, you mean that was something?"
Well, and it's funny about when you get messages, and you'll get messages that you think totally don't make sense. And I was in a practice within the last month with someone, and we were taking the 3 letters of our name. You could do your initials or the first letters of your first name, however you wanted to do it, and then coming up with one word for each one of those 3 letters. And the person who was reading me, the first word was jello, and she said specifically red jello. And then the U was undeniably, and then the N, she was really hesitant. She goes, "Oh," she kind of made a face, and she goes, I don't want to say this." She says the last word is never. And I cracked up laughing because I'm highly allergic to red jello, and I will undeniably never eat it again. So how would someone ever be able to interpret that? You wouldn't know that. So it was a really good lesson in, say what you get, because you'll never know what. And for me, I get a lot of metaphors, and it's probably because of the kind of research and things that I do. So the metaphors come through, and oh, wow, I didn't know that. I want to hear that song.
Yeah, I do too.
Thank you for that.
You're gonna
Magical
have
Mermaid.
to,
Love that name, Magic. And look at the beautiful heart too.
I know, isn't that gorgeous? Magical
Mermaid.
Cow Mermaid.
Magical Mermaid.
Magic Cow Mermaid. Okay,
Well,
cool.
the K is in there. The K came in because that's the 11th letter in the alphabet. That's how that got added to the end of magic. It's something I just learned.
Oh, okay.
My study of numbers.
Yeah.
And
See, she
another
knows
thing,
all kind of stuff that I don't know yet. I'm still learning.
well, a really easy thing, another tip for people who are wanting to increase their intuition is just holding your hands in prayer position, because this energy in the palm of your hand really increases your intuition.
Really?
So,
mm-hmm.
Can hold. I'm just holding them to show them, but hold however it's comfortable for you. But you can even flip it. It doesn't even matter. Just so it's about connecting your palms together.
No, it's just palm to palm.
Yeah. So that's a.
You'll see a lot of people that'll do this, with their fingers, and it just looks like they're just clasping their hands, but it's because it increases that strength that you pick up.
It's funny how like a lot of things we do, we think nothing of it. It had meaning, and I was like looking up on people do like they touch certain part of their fingers, and
that's what I do. That's what I teach.
That's what Juno teaches.
And these are things we lost the art of it. I mean, how we do not know if you press this, it's gonna release something. If you press that, it's really interesting. But good to know that you teach that. I didn't know.
You hold your thumbs for worry, okay? Index finger for fear, middle finger for anger. And Japanese Mary, who taught this, said that's the only one you Americans got right. She would flash her middle finger, which was really hysterical. And the ring finger is sadness or grief. And then the pinky finger is pretense or trying to be somebody you're not, happy when you're sad, whatever. But it's also stomach and spleen at the thumb, kidney and bladder at the index finger, liver and gallbladder at the middle finger, lung and large intestine at the ring finger, and heart and small intestine at the pinky finger. That's just part of what they do.
It goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to that than just that little bit she just
and you
shared.
don't have to remember, you don't have to know those things to benefit from holding your fingers each day. And like if I'm sitting at a stoplight or I'm standing in the grocery line, I'm holding my fingers. It harm. And you can also, like if you're in a situation where somebody around you is angry, if you hold your middle finger, you can harmonize their anger.
Oh my God. I'm going to look into that.
And you can also hold it this way. I've got my hand turned over and I'm holding my thumb down into the palm of my hand. And that really enhances that energy. You'll feel a difference. If you can play around, you can hold your fingers in lots of different ways, and you can get in here and like work each section of the finger. feel for where there's any tension, because that's where the energy is stuck. And this can be physical, emotional, spiritual, mental. It's not just on a physical level. So it's
There
really
you go.
amazing.
Come to our show every other Sunday. We do this every other Sunday. Juno discusses some Sundays we don't get past the destiny and oracle card readings.
It's just as it
Some
comes up.
Sundays we cover just the jutsu healing stuff, and I'm her. She tells me what to grab, and I'm doing it. So but
Oh,
I've
it's you that was
learned.
pinching Craig's butt, huh? Tell you what to grab.
He cracks me up.
He's
But
so
yeah, I mean,
it's life-saving, it's
Magic Mermaid says you could almost make an oracle cards doing that.
It's
Well,
good
Yeah, I'm
for
working
it's
on
an
it.
entire class.
I'm working on them. Yeah.
It's an entire class, and she's working on all of that so that
It's a
eventually
funding thing. That's part of what the GoFundMe money, once I get the car paid off, if I'm blessed with any more funds, or however, if I do readings, I have 4 decks that I've created. It's just a matter of the money to get them printed and all that kind of thing. But I work a lot in the background getting things done. So, and this new computer has been just a godsend. I'm so grateful to have
She
it.
also does a destiny card, like life path reading for the year. That's amazing. That it's not that expensive. Just covering costs basically for her time and everything she puts into that. And it's pretty amazing. I had one done, and it's like, wow, okay, how do you you feel like somebody's been peeking through your rear window because they know things, and you're like, how would you know that? Hey, we're all psychic here. How do you think I knew that?
Well, and
when you're on the receiving end, you forget that part. It's like, okay, wait, I haven't said that to anybody yet. So how would you know that?
Anyone who donates to my GoFundMe, I also, if you want to provide me with just your birth date, I will email you a free destiny reading. So,
yeah.
But I just, I'll respond from your donation and contact you, and then you can email me back and we can work it out. So, it's very fascinating. There's so many ways, many paths up the mountain, all these different things that we can do. And it's fun to see how they dovetail into each other.
In the Gemini in me, it's like I learn, or I get a little taste of something, and I'm on to something else. Okay, what's next? What does that lead to? And so I tend to have my fingers in lots of different pies all at the same time.
I'm down many rabbit
I'm just
holes.
interested in so many different things, so.
Soft Jenny. Well, do you realize we're still on air? Yeah, we know we're on air.
Absolutely.
We're not
And I
saying
know Book Witch has mentioned several times that Arthur was here to say happy birthday. He was in the chat. And I said, well, I did see him, and I did post his comment up so that Juno could see it. I've been doing that the whole show. I've been posting comments. So, but yeah, it was nice. There was quite a few people that popped into chat that couldn't make it to come onto the show because they were either getting ready to do their own show or to be a guest on the show, or they were traveling. I mean, yesterday when Danny emailed me yesterday and said, I don't think I'm going to make it because I'm going to be coming back, and I emailed him and I said, well, that's okay. I said, Juno will understand. I'll let her know, and just have a safe trip back. And about 20 minutes later, I get an email from him again saying, oh my God, I feel like I've been scolded by my mother. And I'm like, well, I didn't mean to guilt you into having to show up. I was just trying to be nice, saying, we understand you're out of town, you're driving back in,
right.
So evidently he left early to get home in time.
Oh, that was sweet. He's such a great guy. He's been really instrumental in my journey. And, if anybody out there has not yet taken one of his classes, if
I've taken
definitely do it. And don't be scared,
shaman
very
classes.
comfortable. And it's been just phenomenal to take his
I've done several of his shaman classes.
Oh yeah,
that he teaches, and it's really fascinating. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, he's the real. He walks his talk like nobody I've ever known. He's
I mean, I watched him, but I didn't know about all that other stuff. You know, just like with you, Juno, I'm learning new things. By the way, his hair is getting so long, right?
I know.
Remember the pandemic was really short? So he
Yeah.
was saying, I commented something about his hair, because now he looked like a wizard, right? And he goes, I don't know if he had a wife or a girlfriend. He was like,
Wife.
she threatened me to kill, he's threatening me. I guess she fed up with the hair. So I'm like, how long he gonna grow it? He gonna grow it down his butt now?
Well, I
don't
know
know.
he wants to donate it to, for the hair for people
Oh,
who've
that's
lost their hair.
great.
My
And
son's
he
hair was
says, I
about
want
as
to
long
donate
as
it for the kids who've lost their hair. And I said, Danny, your hair is gray. You're gonna donate.
Oh, they
gray
don't
hair.
care. They'll take any kind of hair. I mean,
I know. I'm just kidding.
But my son's hair was about as long as Danny's hair. They were pretty much even in the length. And when I had gone to get my hair cut several months back, and my son was like, this is driving me crazy. I got to get rid of it.
Right.
And so we went in and he told the girl, he says, well, I think I want to donate it if it's long enough. He was like, all the hairdressers in the shop stopped what they were doing to come over to film them putting his hair in a ponytail and then snipping the ponytail, so that he had it all in one long piece. It was like over 10 inches, over a 10-inch long ponytail. And so that he was able to donate it to, I think it was the children's one. But they've got several different foundations that take hair of any color, any type for just different patients that they have. But he wanted to do one for the kids. So,
you know what's really fun during the pandemic? A lot of the guys that usually have very short hair, they were growing their hair. They look so good.
Yeah.
And then
some of them like quit shaving because they didn't have to go anywhere. So they quit shaving and suddenly you got all these beards coming out. And I'm a beard person. I love beards on men. And I was like, oh, you got to keep that. Yeah. But, well, Juno, my love, we're riding on an hour and 41 minutes.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever gone this long.
I got to watch from the beginning. Can I miss at least 40 minutes of it?
Well, my bladder's about to burst. So
yeah. Well, and I'll go back and I'll watch the chat. I'll read all the chats and everything when next.
Yeah, there was a lot of really good chat in there. Val also simulcasted it on her channel, Dragonfly Crystal. So there'll be stuff in that chat as well.
Okay, cool.
And I mean, we've got the StreamYard chat, so I don't know which one was in which chat. I didn't pay attention. I just tried to respond or put up the comments as I saw them.
Thank you, Sherry, so much for hosting this and inviting everybody, doing all the,
Oh, you're welcome. I love a good
fancy
party.
stuff.
And a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about doing this show, and then you slipped out and said, well, it's my birthday that week. I was like, oh, stop. Right now. We got to have a party.
Well, and I was shocked that Linda was here. That really surprised me. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I emailed her. I told her, I said, you better be here.
Well, that was.
I'm doing
really
Mel's
special.
party on the 10th of December. So
every single person that was here was really special and really made me feel welcome. This is a birthday, I'll tell you, everybody. I will never, ever, ever forget this birthday. And what a treat to be able to replay it over and over anytime I'm having a day. I can watch this and hear all these wonderful messages.
We love you. I was truly blessed the day you messaged me and said, hey, you want to do a show together?
Well,
that's interesting. So, and that was back in the beginning before I committed to anybody else to do a regular show. Juno and I were the first. Juno's the first person I committed to do a regular show, and we were doing it every other Sunday. And then after we started it, then I got asked to join the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and so that's every Wednesday. And now there's the Golden Girls that I do every other Thursday. And I'm Blanche, by the way. We've actually now taken on the names of the characters from the Golden Girls. So
I like that one, by the way.
I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm Southern, so I'm Blanche. That's just a given,
I'm going to say there is something to that. Like once you take the action, you start attracting more. Just
Yeah.
like Juno, I kept saying for you, like I guess whatever you're doing this year, you're hitting to the next level to 2024. There is something like the more I
And I've
do,
got a couple of
it-
possibles for some new regular shows, monthly or bi-weekly. Working on details, working on, is this going to work for my schedule, their schedule? So probably to roll out the new year. We'll see what happens when it happens. But I'm working on it and getting ready to open up membership. So I'll have that to offer. I'll probably work on that more over Christmas break when I'm home after I get my space rearranged and set up so that it's more efficient for me to be able to do personal readings and recorded readings. And because right now I'm limited to the little bit of space right in front of me, in front of the keyboard, so it's like a foot by 2 feet, and not a lot of space to work with. Juno knows about that. She's pretty much the same, limited space. So that's just something else I'm working on to get things reworked where it's just more efficient for me, and I have the tabletop space to work on like I need. And got a Patreon page. It's just not active yet. Still trying to figure out how that works. So everybody kept telling me, you gotta have a Patreon. Okay, so I got a Patreon. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with it, but I'll figure it out. And we'll just take it one step at a time. And so
Well, thank you so much again, Sherry. And it was really a pleasure to meet you, Sylvia. And thank you for your beautiful reading. And right before I came on, I read my destiny cards because it started a new phase on my birthday, and it was like it totally aligned with all the cards you guys got. And it's supposed to be like a real gangbuster year for getting this off the ground. And it was totally supportive of what I'm
cool.
doing. So
What's your actual birthday? It's what day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, 333, and on leap year it's on the 333rd day of the year, and I figured that out when I turned 33.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
Right, you turned 33 this year, right?
Yeah, that's right. A couple times. Well, next year it'll be a couple times. Yeah, what are you gonna do? But growing old ain't for sissies.
She
So.
just got a couple of years on me. That's it. But I'm fast catching up. So.
Yeah, it's all good. But thank you. This was so special, and it was lovely to meet you, Sylvia. And I'll check out your channel. I mean, we can do something together in the future, and just really thankful. And Sherry, we'll be back connected in a couple of weeks again.
Absolutely, my dear. You have a lovely week, birthday week. Happy birthday. I'm glad I was able to do something to bring you a lot of joy.
This is very special. This was very unique and special. I'll never forget this day. Thank you so much, Sherry.
You're welcome, my dear. Just because I love you. So
love you too.
Thank you, everybody who's been with us since the very beginning in chat. Wow, y'all are still hanging in there. And for all those that came and went and came back again, thank you. Make sure you after the show go in and leave a comment, an emoji, something in the comments. It helps the algorithm, helps push it out. More people will see our content, and that'll be great. And then once we get Juno up and running on her computer and her channel and everything's set, we'll just start alternating. So
yeah, that's coming.
That'll be fun too. And y'all have a great week. Juno, have a happy birthday. Sylvia, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And love y'all. Bye for now.
Love y'all. Thanks, everybody.